have something else too. I hope it's set up to accept the Dreadwolf formal wear for everybody. It should be. I think I left the formal wear in there. I took out that purple coat that was actually going on the girls. Just the armor. It doesn't affect the party, and I had everything in there plus dance with Vivian instead of the stupid Duchess. Which, I don't know, whatever. Something different for once.
A nice, simple blade. Can't go wrong.
Craft one of these thingamajigs. And maybe after I craft it, I'll want to run around with it. And I suppose the colors of nothing change on this, right? Don't we gotta heal one? Whoa. Okay, the metal color shows up. Okay, barely. What? Oh, look at that! That is cool, actually. Is there actually pieces of metal on the sleeves, or is it just... just the green constant maximum health? Whoa. Okay, volcanic chrome don't... Why does the bloodstone not even really show? Okay. That is so weird. Or I can do green, but... I don't know about purple and green being together. This looks funny though. Well, are you in? Well, we can't use a metal. Anyway, make sure I have one of those. I don't want to wear the standard one or whatever. And I don't know what else they have for men's outfits for actual... no clue. Where is... What am I trying to wear? This? Evil eye. I have no idea. I don't know. I put something weird on him. Probably end up cursing me. That's all that'll happen. Whatever. What was I actually streaming? It says it is, supposedly. The other time I did this, I didn't get the beginning of the party. Well, I wasn't ready yet. I didn't get the beginning installed or whatever. Or I didn't have everybody at the party. Oh, I have to put that trial on. Yeah. So whatever the case may be, I didn't have the beginning of the party in the recording. Alright, let's go. No more wasting time. I'm on the level 21. Let's move it. Have extended introductions and all people there. And oh shoot. Back out just for a second. Trial, trial, trial. I gotta get the beginning on here. Negative approval changes. Yay. Wonderful. Let's go. No, I don't need any of that either, and I can't buy them. Let's go. 12 to 15.
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Céline will be meeting for peace talks with the usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only, she has organized the elves of Halam Shiral into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves'
The light
alliance
just
in the war.
brighten up.
That would be scandal enough, without the rumor that Briala is a jilted lover of Celine's. A personal grudge and a network of saboteurs at her
Eyes
command.
are grayer, not
Promisingly.
bluer, but grayer.
Wait, the elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress.
It's not widely known. Just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an elf. The scandal could destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Celine is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many Orlesians view peace as complacency. She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in
Eyes
line
look
is her
good,
cousin
too.
Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of
Color,
Heralds.
there's reasons.
Celine is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his Empress?
The title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
The man who would have been emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds, who hold authority over title disputes. She became empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The Chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Do we need to go to the peace talks? The Empress must have personal...
We've made...
It seems that
It's better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
We shouldn't waste any time. Let's go to the Winter Palace.
Some treasure chests. Supposed to bring everybody, right? I have to bring... people that I know. Ugh. But it's going to bring everybody. Different loading screen.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests,
Grand Duke has
so our
his bats
invitation
back.
comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Well, everybody has their mask. Well. Why? no, I'm not supposed to wear the
It
general
is a
one
great
that
pleasure
everybody's
to meet you, Inquisitor Lavellen. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full
does work in
support of the
Trespasser,
rightful
though, so I
Emperor
can do
of
it.
Orlais.
I'm not supposed to be wearing the same thing as everybody else.
Which one was the rightful one again? I keep getting them confused.
If we keep watch, he may appear. Probably by the brandy. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper, my lord? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
I can't imagine that crowd has seen anything better than us in their entire lives.
I knew we would get along famously, Inquisitor. As a friend, perhaps there is a matter you could undertake this evening. This elven woman, Briala, I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
Tell me there's more to your suspicion than the elves were acting dodgy.
That Ambassador Briala used to be a servant of Celine's. That is, until my cousin had her arrested for crimes against the Empire to cover up a political mistake. If anyone in this room wishes Celine harm, Inquisitor, it's that elf. She certainly has reason. Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Is that the Inquisitor?
An elf!
I guess was supposed to install that other thing. Why do I have no hat on? How do I know which one is pink or blue? What? Changing equipment is disabled at this time. Sure.
Make a forbid!
This is Asphalt idea of a joke.
30? Is that what elves always start at?
There must be something here.
I thought it was 40. Okay.
Maker, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Take a good picture.
Is this the ring you were looking for?
You are a treasure! I cannot believe you found it! You have saved me a lifetime of mortification. How can I thank you enough?
I guess I could have talked to her first. I
Enjoy
forgot.
the party.
Well,
Is that the Inquisitor?
A Dalish? No, that cannot be.
not wasting a statue down here.
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
They disapprove of me if I jump over the railing. I want to collect red Jenny chests. I got that.
God.
I got extended introduction. I know that's when everybody's walking in.
Foreigners. Interesting.
Yes? Where? Thought it was... my red circles?
Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Pray, my friend. If the Maker does not hear us now, just pray.
There's a stupid thing. Well, if people want to do what that is, to not have those things show up. Or the thing that where you're always talking about it. If I can't find them, I don't want that to happen. Alright, let's go. Have to save at the beginning.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
Don't they sound delightful? I'm shocked we haven't invited the court to dinner at Skyhold.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon.
Might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. Especially Sarah. Maybe tell her twice.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine. Andraste, watch over us all.
How can they call this a vestibule? It's a foyer.
Please.
Interesting. Just gossip.
Why are there so...
Interesting. I had no idea.
Is there any progress on the Helmi expedition to Amgor?
Our space remains steadfast in all attempts to get into the tide.
Gaspar never struck me as pious.
Waste of time.
But you have to wait around though. Because the other time I got all but one.
If nothing else, the Inquisition backing Gaspar would make sense. Can Gaspar take the throne without the backing of the Council
I had
of
hoped to
Heralds?
tour the Royal Wing
plans to
Gardens
take it by
again.
force.
I have heard
If the
they are
council
the finest in the Empire.
Such a pity the beast. I heard the Grand Duke invited me.
Boring.
I wish there was more news coming from the Crown Cathedral.
I just saw two dwarves from the
news is
Merchants
becoming
Guild
an
go inside.
increasingly
If
rare
anyone
commodity.
asks, I'm not here.
I need to have this jacket let out a little.
This dress uniform is preposterous. Formal armor would have been better.
Exactly.
This dress uniform is preposterous. Formal armor would have been better.
his jacket let out a little.
The sooner we go in, the sooner we can get this over with. This dress uniform is preposterous. Formal armor would have been better.
Yeah.
What is Gaspar up? Wouldn't.
Good to know.
There.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him,
Wait.
Lord Inquisitor Lavellon.
There's supposed to be the... Gaspard is supposed to have another speech before we go in. She's got her colored dress
Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Ferelden, crusher of the vile apostates of the mage underground.
He is so full of it. That's not how it went.
Champion of the blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Seeker, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena.
Get on with it.
Pantagast, 14th cousin to the King of Navarra, 9 times removed. Hero of Orlais, right hand of the Divine.
My R's.
Madame Vivienne, first enchanter of the Circle of Magi, enchanter of the Imperial Court, mistress of the Duke of Ghislaine, renowned author Tharic Tethras, head of noble house Tethras, Desher of Kirkwall to the Dwarven Merchants Guild, Lord Dorian Pavus, member of the Circle of Arantium, son of Lord Magister Hallwood Pavus of Azariel, Warden Blackwall of Valchevan, Constable of the Grey, bearer of the Silverite Wings of Valor, the Iron Bull, leader of the famed mercenary company Bull's Chargers, as the name might imply. The Lord Inquisitor's elven servant, Solas. Her ladyship, my bulls each, of course. Sir Cullen Stanton Rutherford of Honleith, commander of the forces of the Inquisition, former Knight Commander of Kirkwall. Lady Liliana, Nightingale of the Imperial Court, veteran of the Fifth Blight, Seneschal of the Inquisition, and left hand of the Divine. And Lady Josephine Charette Montillier of Antiva City, Ambassador of the Inquisition.
Can't pay attention. I guess so. Fashionably late as always.
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Are you kidding me?
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
No.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
That means I have to kill Vivian in this party. I didn't know they were replacing the Duchess the whole time with Vivian.
I'm delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
To kill
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Halam Shiral?
She actually have green eyes? Does she actually have blue or white? Purple eyes.
I have no words to suffice. Halam Shiral has many beauties, and I couldn't do them justice.
Your modesty does you credit, and speaks well for the Inquisition. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
That's not the same.
Tell me, Yvette.
That is
how are
something
my
I
mind?
forgot about. I must have both mods installed sequentially or whatever. Because
Can you believe
the thing with the hair, regular one I use, doesn't work in Halam Shiral. You have to install separate hair for Halam
I don't
Shiral.
take her side.
But she did have long hair.
Josephine?
Either way.
Oh, Josephine, is this him?
Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montillier.
Delighted to meet you, Lady Montillier.
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you, but not as much as I want. Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything. Is it true? You and Josephine are going to elope and move to the Anderfells and join the Grey Wardens and fight Darkspawn? Yvette, I want to know.
Join the Grey Wardens? Why did they have to replace that question? Now I'm mad. Too long about sex.
I already packed our bags, didn't I, darling?
I knew it!
Inquisitor, please give her no more ammunition. I beg you.
I want to do the one about, isn't it true? The mages were having orgies and...
Tell me about yourself, Lady Yvette. This is the first time I've encountered any of Josephine's family.
She would forget to mention the artists. I've been studying painting under Antiva's royal tutors. You should be proud, Josie. I'm going to be exhibiting my work next season in the city's biggest salon.
Have you actually sat down and finished the painting yet?
I must wait for my inspiration.
And I must wait for your tutor's bills.
Enjoying the ball?
I see many of.
The dancing is so dull, Your Worship, but the Empress's gallery is magnificent.
Yvette.
Sorry, Josie.
Go on, Josephine.
Half Arroyo must be empty. So many of the Empire's finest are in attendance. They've noticed the Empress paying you special attention, but they don't quite know how to take advantage of it yet. This uncertainty won't last long, I'm afraid.
Got a nice long piece of hair disconnected from my head. Showing up only because of the lighting.
This may be my only chance to hear about when Josephine was a girl.
Oh, yes. As she told you about when she was 10 and...
Yvette, stop.
Fine. What about when we were climbing the cliffs by the...
No.
She once told the Duke of...
Absolutely not.
Huh. She still plays with her doll collection when no one's looking.
Yvette, that's absurd. Absolutely preposterous.
Which power should the Inquisition throw its weight behind?
Celine has held the throne successfully for years. I see no profit in ousting her. Gaspard has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition would be, let us say, chaotic.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
What were they doing in the Western Front?
How could the Emperors afford to renovate the palace without war going on?
Beats his squire.
I heard that it wasn't
He's a
renovations at all.
As a
The
bastard.
palace was damaged
Extra
by Gaspard's
toes.
catapult.
What a fun, close marrying
Fire
crowd.
in the Winter Palace? That's monstrous.
Making any new friends?
Not likely. I'm watching them watch you. They're all glances and titters. Not sure if they're allowed to like you yet. Pathetic.
Any thoughts on who we're investigating?
The Empress is pretty. It'd be fun to drink and kill stuff with Gaspard. Briala is friggin' funny. Elves, elves, elves. But it's really a pissing match with an old lover. Don't know the rest, but that explains a lot. They're all lying, but Celine's nice to look at. Good thing we're here to save her neck.
Any hidden treasures from friends of your little network?
You mean, do any of the servants ferrying tarts between these windy tits hate them enough to give up a stash or two? I'm not saying yes, but wait, yes I am. There's some good stuff hidden around. Keep an eye out.
So I don't get to ask her to dance.
Back soon.
Not going anywhere.
I'm only allowed to ask the right people to dance. So the person, did I just get disapproval? I landed on a couch.
Get these pastries out to the diplomats.
The Duchess has
You
asked
don't get to have your hair though.
And here we are. You haven't embarrassed yourself as much as I feared. Well done, my dear.
Anything happening I should know?
Strange that I haven't seen much of Grand Duchess Florian. One could always find her clinging desperately to the Empress's skirts before.
Because you're in her place.
It seems like you enjoy this, Vivienne.
This is the game, Inquisitor. Of course I enjoy it. If I didn't, I'd be dead by now.
Any words of wisdom for navigating the ballroom?
Speak to the Council of Heralds. 6 of them are here tonight. The 7th member of the Council is indisposed. His absence will complicate the negotiations. The Council are the highest-ranking players of the game. They see everything. They might know something we can use.
Anyway, I keep always saying her hair doesn't work, and then it was finally working, but it doesn't work here.
I've always wondered, what's the Orlesian fascination with masks?
We all wear masks, my dear, not just the people in Orlais. Who you are as a son, a lover, a friend, is not the same man who speaks for Andraste and leads the Inquisition. Orlesians codify this truth, make it visible. By giving each of these selves its own separate face, they believe they can be their truest selves, unmasked.
Tell me, Vivienne, where do you want the crown to fall?
What I want is irrelevant, darling. Orlais requires stability, and that is best served by Empress Celine.
She does have that fancy makeup on, but
Be ready to act when I give the
nothing.
signal.
Ponytail
Always,
or
my dear.
any weather hair that I can install that I know of. None of it works.
Laurent was the love of my life.
Good. I was hoping it would catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. Before now, it was little better than court jester. Vivienne was the first to turn that appointment into a source of real political power. When the circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate. The word lost much of its strength.
You think she's controlling the minds of the court? That's powerful blood magic.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
Alright, okay. Start at the beginning. Obviously a spot here. Not yet. Pick up these.
How has the lyrium trade dropped off so sharp?
With so much fighting, demand should be higher than ever.
My contacts say there's a new supplier. We can't track down who it might be.
Hello? Or did it count that I got it outside? I don't know. Nobody's up here yet, right? This one's like acted like all the time. Well.
I'm ready for anything. Just give the word.
So, Silverite Wings of Valor. What did you get that for?
For valor.
Care to elaborate?
It was a long time ago. Back when we didn't stop to boast about past victories when there was an assassin on the loose.
What's the word? Seen anything yet?
Nothing. Wherever our enemy is, he's keeping out of sight.
Well, I have a moment. Is there anyone here I should question?
I'm not well acquainted with Orlesian nobility. They rarely welcome Grey Wardens coming in with the right of conscription.
What do you think about all the scheming and politics?
I think I'd rather be anywhere else. Let's save the Empress and get back to where things make sense. Say what you want about Celine's ascension. She stole the throne? She seduced her way to it? Who cares? In the years since, she's proven she is the perfect mix of strength, cunning, and grace that Orlais needs. Gaspard, you may as well crown a bull if he wins.
Wait for my signal.
But the thing is, that thing he did was against...
There must be something here.
Celine. His crime.
We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else. The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one of the garden. Statuette. Leave us.
Fancier hair?
We are not serving
They're
drinks.
twins.
Bother someone else.
They're identical. Are they supposed to be identical? Or I guess they have different outfits? Sort of? Okay, whatever.
I don't like.
Good to know.
I do adore the heady blend of power, intrigue, danger, and sex that permeates these events.
Oh man, I can last Solas today. Hey, is your hat still clipping? I thought on the other one it didn't clip. Well, it's mostly not, but... Whoa, can't too close. Enjoy the sex for me. Okay.
Have you seen anything useful?
No, sadly. I do not have the look of one of the elven servants, or I might well be invisible. I wonder how masked men live their lives without ever seeing that servants have an entire society of their own. If you want to find something useful, I would pay attention to what the servants do.
Have you encountered any trouble with the nobles?
The Orlesians do not quite know what to make of me. I have kept to myself, for fear of giving them some purchase to cling to. The food and drink are excellent, however, and the servants have been happy to refill my glass.
You seem more comfortable with a Grand Orlesian bull than I'd have expected.
I have seen countless such displays in my journeys in the Fae. The powerful have always been the same. Only the costumes change.
I'll be back.
And well.
I don't know if you're allowed to dance with
Does
multiple
anyone
people.
really think the war will end tonight?
The Empress says.
Gaspard is wasting his time.
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. How curious.
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
What can you tell me about the Civil War?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man. It's war. It is brutal, and terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspard. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life if not fight for his destiny?
Another time, my lord.
Happened to the one where that's the guy that's walking around.
I had no idea.
You.
Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspard's vitriol.
Awfully selfish of this Philippe, running off to play and leaving you with all the work.
I've half a mind to inform the Dowager. That would teach him to shirk his duties to roll some elven maid. Tonight of all nights, leaving me to convey Gaspard's death threats to the Council. Wonderful timing, Philippe. Thank you for listening to me rant. You are too kind, Inquisitor.
Yes, Philippe is a joke.
Inquisitor Llewellyn. Don't head into the servants' wing if you value your neck. Not one elf's gone in there tonight and come out again.
Our man was supposed to make a pickup in the garden hours ago. Bastard's likely dead by now.
Did you hear what Gaspard said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom.
It's definitely closed because it's full of all kinds of.
Well, well. What's this?
Did I see you talking to Duke Cyril de Montfort?
Just merely being polite. Unlike some people.
Don't give me that. I've seen the way he looks at you.
You got anything that needs killing? Because the nobles keep messing with me and they think I don't know they're doing it. This keeps up, I'm gonna wear somebody's skull as my fancy little mask.
How did you get on a shirt?
Anything catching your eye?
They've got these candied nuts with some kind of spice on them. It's sweet until you swallow, and then... bam! Hot. Nothing on the assassins, though.
What do you think of the masks the nobles are wearing?
They're no good as disguises, and they don't cover the mouth or hide body language, so they're not much help for lying. As fashion goes, I don't know. I've seen dumber.
Look at this with the eyes of a Ben Hasrath and tell me what you see.
It's a mess. Everyone's trying so hard to hide that they're walking around in plumage. Makes it tough to spot the dangerous lies, as opposed to the normal stuff. Oh, but that couple over there with the silver masks? The woman's doing one of the nobles, and the guy's doing two different servants.
Make sure I dance with Dorian.
Talk to you later, Bull.
I'll just stay here and eat.
Eat. Eat then.
My lord! My lord Inquisitor!
May we have a word? It is very important. The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
How can I be certain this message is from the Empress?
We three wear the masks of House Valmont.
They signify that we are public faces of the Empress.
They are also extremely fashionable.
I'm always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
It's a generous offer.
The Empress believes wholeheartedly that the Inquisition is our best hope for peace in these difficult times.
She looks forward to cementing a formal alliance.
As soon as Gaspard is out of the way.
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please, enjoy the masquerade, Inquisitor.
45. Alright.
This is a private conversation.
This is all so familiar. I half expect my mother to materialize from the crowd and criticize my manners.
What if your mother were actually here? Where would we be then?
Short one mage after he's dragged out by his earlobe.
I'm having difficulty picturing that.
Picture me a young boy of 5 years then. She certainly always has.
Have you seen anything I should know about?
Did you see what that Marquis is wearing? That suit is a greater crime than anything we're looking for.
Is this how the elite of Tevinter carry on?
You could almost mistake this for a soiree in the Imperium. The same double-dealing, elegant poison canapes. It's lacking only a few sacrificial slaves and some blood magic. But the night is still young.
I appreciate that you were willing to come here.
And expose myself to all this exquisite finery and exotic wines? Such hardship.
Not everyone's likely to be friendly. That's all I meant.
It's true. You'd think I smelled of cabbages the way they wrinkle their noses. It's of no concern, but thank you. I'll be ready for your signal, provided this spicy punch isn't as strong as it seems.
Don't wear yourself out mingling. I expect a dance before this is over.
Dancing with the evil Magister, in full view of every noble in Orlais. How shocking.
They'll live.
You say that now. If you can find me 10 silk scarves, I've got a dance that will really shock them.
Interesting.
You must be mistaken.
No, I'm quite certain it was blood on the tiles.
If they're playing the game, they're not doing it very well. You don't leave evidence if you play to win.
With Gaspard and that elf woman here, the only one playing to win is Celine.
You only say that because you fancy the Empress's pet apostate. It sickens me to think of the chaos those Maleficarum are causing across the Empire.
Even you cannot deny that the Templars abandoned the faithful in their darkest hour. How can you condone that? They are the ones who should be brought to heel, if you ask me.
Did you need something?
Did I hear correctly? If you're interested in bringing the Templars to heel, you may have found an ally.
If that's true, I would welcome an alliance with the Inquisition. I will get in touch with your Lady Nightingale. I have assets that might benefit your cause.
Gentlemen.
Have you heard from the nephew? Not since his regiment joined fighting.
Good to know.
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
Hurry. Already.
That's the bell. I should get back to the ballroom.
Why?
the second bell. Fashionably late now.
Well, well. What have we here? The leader of the new Inquisition, fabled herald of the faith. Delivered from the grasp of the Fade by the hand of blessed Andraste herself. What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you
triangle
know?
is crooked.
We may never know. Courtly intrigues and all that.
Such intrigues obscure much, but not all. I am Morrigan. Some call me advisor to Empress Celine on matters of the arcane. You have been very busy this evening, hunting in every dark corner of the palace. Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
I hope so. I could use another ally here.
A sentiment I share, considering recent events.
Recent events?
Recently I found and killed an unwelcome guest within these very halls. An agent of Tevinter. So I offer you this, Inquisitor. A key found on the Tevinter's body. Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. You can.
Why did you kill the agent? He might have had useful information.
I would not have slain the man on sight had he not attacked me first. Why? Undoubtedly, I caught him in an illicit act. I did not know from whence he came until after the battle, and regret only that I could not capture him alive. What intentions the Imperium has here, I suspect you know far better than I.
You left Celine alone. Is that wise?
I must return to her anon, but she is safe enough, for the moment. 'Twould be a great fool who strikes at her in public in front of all her court and the Imperial Guard.
What's your interest in protecting Empress Celine? Are you her bodyguard?
Do I seem a bodyguard to you? If anything were to happen to Celine, eyes would turn first to her occult advisor, even if they knew otherwise. There are sharks in the water, and I will not fall prey to them. Not now, not ever.
Briala's people are whispering about disappearances in the servants' quarters. This key may lead there.
The ambassador does have eyes and ears everywhere, does she not? Proceed with caution.
What? Don't die! It died! Why'd it die? Oh. Display images containers. I don't need you. Why it says it's still broadcasting. Well, the game is dead. Thought the broadcast always shut off if the game died. Press Alt to use. Come on. Is it really still broadcasting live? Unlock the doors. Can't let me go this way.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
I don't even know if the bell is actually rung. These are the doors that need to be unlocked. I can't hear the bell. Do I know if it... Now it's screwed up because I don't know about the bell. Out of my way.
Well, well. What have we here?
Where's my quadruple at? I don't know what I
The
have.
leader of the new Inquisition, fabled herald of the faith. Delivered from the grasp of the Fade by the hand of blessed Andraste herself. What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you know?
We may never know. Courtly intrigues and all that.
Such intrigues obscure much, but not all. I am Morrigan. Some call me advisor to Empress Celine on matters of the arcane. You have been very busy this evening, hunting in every dark corner of the palace. Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
I hope so. I could use another ally here.
A sentiment I share, considering recent events.
Recent events?
Recently I found and killed an unwelcome guest within these very halls. An agent of Tevinter. So I offer you this, Inquisitor. A key found on the Tevinter's body. Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet, if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. You can.
Why did you kill the agent? He might have had useful information.
I would not have slain the man on sight had he not attacked me first. Why? Undoubtedly, I caught him in an illicit act. I did not know from whence he came until after the battle, and regret only that I could not capture him alive. What intentions the Imperium has here, I suspect you know far better than I.
You left Celine...
It would be a great fool. There are sharks in the water, and I will not...
Briala's people are whispering about disappearances in the servants' quarters. This key may lead there.
The ambassador does have eyes and ears everywhere, does she not? Proceed with caution.
Excuse me? That's twice. Are my mods dying? What? That's twice it died in the same place. If anything, when you're doing mods, it dies at like the beginning of the party, like, or at a cutscene, not at the end of a cutscene, at the beginning of one. Like if you try to go into the descent, it'll die at the beginning. You can reinstall your mods after you're there. some things with Trespasser. Of course, you don't get the opening riding in on the horse and stuff, but it's like okay, well now I'm here. I don't know if I got my bell to get my approval or not. See, the approval ain't going up when I hit the door. Do I wander around until my approval goes up? Like, I mean, I can go back to the library and wait and if they actually have a bell. Oh, hello, Cole.
The faces talk even when they aren't moving. Silk on satin on skin, always wanting, chaste but chaste, too many.
Are you all right, Cole? You seem distracted. More than usual.
They have faces inside their faces, lying with a layer that tells the truth. I don't know how to help them.
Have you observed anything happening yet?
Cullen is afraid. They're hunting him, following fear. He shouldn't be here.
Huh? Why is Colin so afraid? That is... what?
What are you doing, Cole?
A fallen fan can cut like a kiss. Hot breath from the wrong boy on the naked nape of the neck. I helped until they made me stop. Now they've all forgotten.
Stay out of trouble, Cole.
Socks get wet when the tide rises.
Okay, my approval's still going down. I don't... They have the bells messed up, I know that.
There must be something here.
Approval when I enter the... well, where'd the door go? I guess... ugh. Like,
Well,
again
well.
anyway.
What could bring such an Perhaps you and I... Where it leads, I cannot say. It would be a great... There are sharks in... What intentions the Imperial... Proceed with... What comes next will be most exciting.
Okay, well, I made it. My approval didn't go up because the bells are messed up. Oh, where's my approval? Wait, I actually need to go back in here. Shoot.
Who was that Inquisition officer over there? You'll never get to talk to him. He wouldn't even dance with the conscience.
I still remember the day they came to Mistress Nightingale. What a pleasure to see you again. You look great.
Look at Lady Cambian's slippers. Trimmed with pearls. And emeralds. And those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, and you're concerned about buckles on shoes.
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, you can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily lost and finds itself in the dust and dirt. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth. But Lady Cambian's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambian acquire such a grand shoe, hmm? What has she done? Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no?
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
You can only get a picture from above, so you can't see the pastry. Can't see the eyes.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
What we need most of all is a stable Olay. Either Celine or Gaspard can give us that.
Have you seen anything interesting?
Oh yes. Halam Shiral is lousy with scandals and scheming. But no sign of our Tevinter infiltrator, I'm afraid.
You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps?
This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. This is the Imperial Court. This is the beating heart of the Great Game. Of course, everyone is wearing a mask. I learned this very young. I was still a girl when I attended my first ball. All this, the smiles, the small talk, it is a dance. And like any dance, it can be learned. For some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
Yeah, tell her.
I heard
to
Celine was having the entire wing redecorated.
On her guard.
But the timing isn't atrocious.
Why would she do such a thing now?
Inquisitor, did you need something? The sooner we track down this infiltrator, the better.
I think I removed the thing that says giving Cullen unwelcome advances. Touching his butt.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
Gaspard's claim to the throne is fair. Morlaix needs someone capable of responding to the crisis at hand. A military-minded leader seems the best option.
You've attracted a following. Who are all these people?
I don't know, but they won't leave me alone.
I take it you're not enjoying yourself.
At this point, the headache I'm developing is preferable to the company.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that stands out. I doubt there's a single person here without ulterior motives.
Usually that guy standing in the corner of the picture.
You have any advice?
Orlesian's social events don't fall within my area of expertise. There are a few here we can trust. Be careful.
We'll talk later.
I await your signal.
Why would the Empress invite that elf woman? The game, of course. Celine has something up her sleeve.
Inquisitor, to what do we owe this honor?
We are always... Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
Perhaps you could tell me something then. We haven't been properly introduced.
How rude of us to forget.
My Lord Inquisitor, allow me to present Lady Couteau.
And Lady Colombe.
And of course, Lady Fleur. We are the Empress's ladies-in-waiting.
I'd like to know more about Empress Celine.
Her Majesty has held the throne since she was just 16 years old.
She is respected and beloved, not just in Orlais, but across Thedas.
She doesn't care much for liver, and she drinks her tea black.
I'd like to know more about the negotiations. What can you tell me about the other parties involved in the talks?
Gaspard is a decorated general, much beloved by the Imperial Army, and a legend among chevaliers.
He is better suited to the battlefield than the throne, and he would gladly make his palace a war camp.
He's also fiendishly charming.
Lady Briella has great intentions to change the lives of the elves for the better.
Even if her plans could never work and would only provoke hate crimes against alienages.
She is an idealist, but her lack of patience could prove disastrous.
What is the Empress trying to accomplish with the negotiations?
Peace is her only objective.
Gaspard and Briala are driven by personal ambitions, but those desires...
The war must end tonight. We must conclude this to deal with the larger crisis.
It seems strange to hold peace talks during a ball.
Oh, do your people have no customs surrounding great occasions? How sad.
By Orlesian tradition, moments of great solemnity are celebrated with revels and feasts.
While joyous occasions are given time for reflection and contemplation.
We must never forget that life is both bitter and sweet.
The ball is an opportunity to celebrate life and hope for the future, while we mourn those killed in the war.
If the evening ends favorably...
Her Imperial Majesty brings the might of the Orlesian Empire with her.
She is also a respected diplomat and world leader.
And she throws the best parties.
My investigations turned up something interesting. It concerns the Grand Duke. He's made a lot of threats to the Council of Heralds.
The Grand Duke is all talk, Inquisitor.
Very loud talk, accompanied by swords.
He has never had any skill at the game.
Good evening.
Until next time, Inquisitor.
Do take care.
Enjoy the masquerade.
Inquisitor Llewellyn, how many of the guests have mistaken you for a kitchen servant?
Hey, I'm
You've
up to
charmed some of the
65
nobles.
now.
We'll see how long you can keep their favor. What
I
brings
can't
you
see
to
your
me?
hair because you have a mask. Okay, because the mask thing that I used before, which worked, also removed Dorian's mustache permanently if you use the mask mod. Well, I mean, not... Well, it did remove it permanently. I just had to uninstall this party mod. Although if I put it in for the party, he would have been no mustache again. Which I could have done. But, so I tried to find individual ones, and
I
apparently
want to
they
know
didn't
more
work.
about the peace talks. What can you tell me about Celine and Gaspard?
Gaspard is a warmonger. He served in the war against Ferelden and fought a dozen
Yes.
skirmishes on the Navarran border. He's a simple man. Simple men aren't hard to manipulate. Celine is the voice of reason
Her
in the
hair is
Empire.
sticking out right there.
But reason is cautious. Reason looks for compromise. Reason doesn't choose radical change, however sorely it may be needed.
Curly hair sticking out on the top back of her hat.
I had a question about you, Briala.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. That should
I'm an
tell you
elf,
everything
too.
you need to know about my life. I'm good at what I do. And so that matters. I will help my people no matter the cost.
I've been told you were romantically involved with the Empress.
I didn't take you for a gossip monger, Inquisitor. I suppose your spies have already briefed you, so there's no point in pretending. Yes, Celine and I were lovers once, but we've gone our separate ways now.
Once the 2 hours is up, actually, I should just install it because I want to see these people.
What's your story? How was an elf invited to the Empress's ball as an ambassador?
Empress Celine and I have history. There was a time when I put my spies at her disposal. She knows my qualifications. We had a falling out. Now we are negotiating to determine whether I return to her side in the war.
What do you mean we had a falling out?
She betrayed me. Turned me over to the guards on a trumped-up charge to save her political reputation. It wasn't personal. It's the game. That's how all Orlesians justify these things to themselves. It wouldn't do to let the court know she had an elven friend.
If she doesn't win you back to her side, what do you intend to do?
I have contingency plans. I'm not a child putting all my hopes on a single ball. This evening gives me access to Duke Gaspard. He's challenging. Not as progressive or persuadable as his cousin. But with time and sufficient blackmail, he might work with us.
I'm surprised you'd admit that, considering the circumstances.
I know it's incriminating. Few harbor more resentment against Celine than I. But if she died after inviting me here, the court would certainly pin her death on me. An elf assassinating the Empress? Alienages across Orlais, across all Thedas, would be purged. That cannot happen.
I want to know more about the peace talks. You might be interested in what I've found. It's about you, actually. I found the drop point, Briala. I know your people are hidden all over the palace.
Of course they are. I'd be a poor spy master if I didn't have spies, Inquisitor.
Yes?
You murdered negotiators and stole their documents.
In Orlesian politics, Inquisitor, murder and intrigue barely count as trying. If that shocked you, wait until Celine shows her hand.
You might be interested in what I've found. It's about Gaspard. He's been threatening the nobles on the Council of Heralds.
Typical. Gaspard's always been a bully, regardless of the Chevalier Code.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
Alright.
My friend, come in, have a drink. What can I do for you? You've been busily charming the court, I see.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orlais knows my story. But you, my friend, are far too sensible to be Orlesian. The heart of it is simple. I am the rightful heir to the throne of Orlais. But my cousin, Celine, is a politician, while I am a man of action. She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her, and while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
And I'm now annoyed about this mod because it has one string of hair sticking out on the side. And how come I didn't really see it before?
If you're the rightful heir, how did Celine become Empress?
I am the oldest, but I lack the Valmont name. My mother was the late Emperor's sister. Celine is a Valmont. Her honored father was my mother's brother. But she is the youngest. When there is any doubt surrounding the line of succession, the matter falls to the Council of Heralds. Celine outplayed me, forming alliances on the Council for support. So they passed over me in her favor.
What's your claim to the throne?
The 100 Days Cough swept Val Royer in 877. It killed thousands of children, royalty and commoner alike. There are only 3 living grandchildren of Emperor Judicael I.
Yeah,
Myself,
he's 60
my
years
sister
old.
Floriane, and Celine. And I am the eldest.
50.
By rights, the crown should have passed to me.
Somebody did mention that.
Just what are you claiming? Her crown or her head?
If Celine loses her head, it will not be my doing. I want my empire. I do not wish harm on my cousin, but I would not weep at her demise.
Yeah, over 60, because it's the year 937, he would be 60, so he's over 60. Man, he is really old.
I have a question about the peace talks. You didn't extend this invitation out of the goodness of your heart, Grand Duke.
As you might have guessed, I'm not the most political man. If the nobles believe the Inquisition supports me, it will help in negotiations. And I take joy in watching the scandalized expressions when they see us together.
What can you tell me about Celine and Brialla?
Brianna may be called ambassador, but she is purely a spy. She works towards some hidden agenda. Elves have no place in politics. Her presence here is suspicious. Celine is a skilled player in the game. She knows how to get her way with a few words and a smile. But the game is a farce. I will prove that a few hundred chevaliers are better than diplomacy.
What will be going on in these negotiations?
We will whittle one another down with words until we are bored into agreement. Celine will talk circles around us, that elf will glower and cast suspicion everywhere, and I will get very drunk. Somehow, by the time they stop serving drinks, our war will be ended. Politics, my friend.
What calamities befall us if they stop serving drinks early?
If we're lucky, another war will break out.
Really?
I cannot abide the game, my friend. I prefer my enemies armed and facing me. I like clear winners and losers. Give me a battlefield, Inquisitor. I will show you who the victors are. When I am Emperor, there will be changes. No more of this courtier's nonsense. The nobles may not like it, but after a few lose their heads, they'll fall in line.
I have a question about the peace talks. What are you hoping to achieve at the negotiations?
I intend to take back what is rightfully mine. Celine stole the crown through politicking, but I am the rightful emperor of Orlais. The Empire has been mired in intrigue for too long. We need a clear course of action.
What action did you have in mind?
The Empire is declining. We cannot allow Nevarra and Ferelden to chip away our borders.
Whatever, dude.
I will see Orlais return to glory as the strongest nation in Thedas.
You intend to return to expansionism?
I like to solve problems in the simplest manner, my friend.
Simple. How do you call that simple? Get that.
We'll speak later, Duke Gaspard.
Another time, friend.
Duke Gaspard has made a fortune at Alliance.
Are you happy to see me at all, Josie?
I wonder
It may not have been wise to attend to this particular.
Don't you ask Josephine a date?
Was that really the Herald of Andraste? Hello. I expected someone taller.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
Is it true the Inquisitor was headed out of the Fade by Andraste?
Is this it? Just looking at each other and what? I'm waiting for the party to start.
Any hidden treasures from friends of your little network?
You know the answer. It's yes, and there's more. Keep it up.
Making any new friends?
Not as many as you. You can really play their game. I could do without. So many feathers.
Whoops.
Just think of all the bare-assed birds flopping around.
Negative.
Any thoughts on who we're
disapproval.
investigating?
Crap.
The Empress is pretty. It'd be fun to drink. Elves, they're all lying, but Celine's nice to look at. Good thing we're here to save her neck.
Back soon.
Not going anywhere.
I got in trouble for politicking.
Is that the Inquisitor?
He's not very good looking, is he, poor man?
Just somebody told the Inquisitor is not very good looking. What the hell? say about the female? They obviously don't say that.
This ball is a waste of time, like all Orlesian foolishness. Let's find the Venatori collaborator and get out of here.
Can ask her to dance too. We haven't even really started the romance for real.
Have you witnessed anything noteworthy?
Nothing yet. I will let you know.
You don't seem to care much for the ball.
Orlesians pretend their petty squabbles are a game. Yes, let us treat murder, corruption, and deceit as delightful amusements. How wonderful. We are here to save Empress Celine, and it galls me. Why does she merit our protection? The Empire would be better off without her. Gaspard is the leader Orlais needs in this crisis.
Why?
You support the civil war?
Of course not. Chaos is what Corypheus wants, and we must oppose him. Were it up to me, however, I would let Celine fall and Gaspard take the throne. He would see the true threat, not spend his time throwing balls and writing letters.
Stay alert. We don't know where the enemy is hiding.
I'll be watching for trouble. The sooner we leave this place, the better.
Where do they put the stuff that's... down here. I know you make up all your points at the dance. Get up to 100 no matter what, pretty much. Don't know how much I lose during the... Not yet. Why is nobody writing? Trophy room is not open yet.
We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
Okay, so I guess need to get a move on, huh? Did I ever get a chance to change my inventory in here? No. So I have to have the keeper road at keeper robe at ball installed, or does this mod always okay, yeah, because the guy should be wearing the keeper robe, I think. The girl can choose whatever she wants, but I don't even know what else they have for guys other than this. I haven't even looked, but I thought I was supposed to wear the keeper robe, but I don't. But I took it out because there was too many mods. So, wait, oh, never mind. I never put, runes. Oh well. Okay, I'm not using it right now because I don't need to be, saved because there was issues coming up with the... I already died twice?
This could be worth checking out.
And, oh shoot, yeah, I got 15 minutes left. Yeah. And I am putting in the no hats mod. 20 minutes.
Caught in the middle of this crap. What fully qualified arsehole stops to kill a cook?
Point is, now I can... Okay, I can't see what color my hat is even. Everybody has healing hats, but what color? Whoa, what the... Warrior armor makes me look... Who are all these from? Okay, these are all junk. weapon plates junk too. Oh yeah. Da 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 da. Whoa. What did I have people wearing anyway? What is this? What was I wearing? Well, I was supposed to wear this. Otherwise, oh yeah, duh, I'm wearing the Solas thing. That's what I'm supposed to be wearing. Pretty sure. Oh, never mind. This. What did I have? Didn't I have a poison one? Well, it's too low now. And is there only a 33? Because, I mean, I thought there were better things. That's a huge one I bought. A special. Oh, no, that's not how you wear a weapon on here. Nope, I don't. Okay, now what did I do? Alright, spare. Runes in these either. See, now you can fully see the whoop. It doesn't have a strap over it. Just hollow. Come here.
Let's look around.
Dang.
This was no servant. What was he doing here?
This guy's way too fancy to belong down here. What's his story?
Is that the Chalon family crest? What have you been up to, Gaspard?
Time to have a word with the Duke.
No! No!
Venatori agents! That must be the Venatori leader. Venatori were watching this approach. They're organized.
The weapon away already. Let's get a move on. Come on, why am I stuck with the weapon? This is the place I keep missing all the time. Well, found it today. Does it actually have a letter here? Oh. So there are more than 10 halls. Too bad I don't get hurt. Let's go in this way. There are my 1,000 cuts available. I don't know how I killed a whole dragon and my focus wasn't available. I usually hadn't been using my focus. I did go and use it on. Well, it would have been that bigger rift you find after measuring the veil. I did end up using it on that. So I couldn't use it on the first dragon, but I would think it would have been fine by the second dragon. One dragon should give you back all your focus. Okay. Is this another one, or is this where I went? That's got to be where I went. I'm overly checking. Okay, let's go. It's in the 3 key doors, so I can't do the. I can't unlock the guide chain to the bed. I need that, or no. But he's got guard up. we have floating vases, pots, whatever they are. It looks like we're in the hawk thing. Haunted mansion, something going on here. Ooh. The dread wolf can make pots float. Break statues to life, make pots float. I'm spending too much time in here. I'm gonna be pretty low on approval. Don't even need money. Okay. Trying to find the other stuff. Like here. Move. Jenny. Where am I? Lost? Am I lost? Oh, I'm definitely lost now. Back in here. Not there. Where's the door? Here.
The Empress can't give up her pretty things.
Oh, Oh, okay. It's almost done. It's almost done. Hope this doesn't decide to die. Well, I didn't need to make a whole new save. Look at that. I wasn't paying attention to my cursed state. I guess that was fear.
Fancy meeting you here.
She's Caribbean, and I'm, yeah, from
Couldn't
the
you
base.
be dancing, Inquisitor? What will the nobility say?
No doubt there's a line of people breathlessly waiting for dances with me.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was. You clean this place out. Will take a month to get all the Tevinter blood off the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But you've beaten me to it. So, the Council of Herald's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
Gaspard killed him, I think. The knife has a Chalon crest on the hilt.
I knew it. I knew he was smuggling his chevaliers. But killing a council emissary? Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
The Empress needs to know what's going on.
You can try to warn her. She won't believe anything from me. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. You might just be an ally worth having. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
You know how to make a sales pitch, Ambassador, I'll give you that.
I do, don't I? I know which way the wind is blowing. I'd bet coin that you'll be part of the peace talks before the night is over. And if you happen to lean a little bit our way, it could prove advantageous to us both. Just a thought.
More politics and double dealing. Is there anyone here who is not corrupt?
There is so much conniving and backstabbing here. Makes me homesick.
More room in here. Yes. I'm sure I really needed that extra codex. Yep. Go, yes, I'm just gonna let the video finish because I'm done here then. Or wait, as soon as I exit though, it'll do cutscene? Maybe I'll... Oh.
Head back to the ballroom. We'll handle this.
Yeah, I think it gives me cutscene immediately. Or no. I still have to wait for the bells, right? I don't know. Well, tell me what bell it is. You're not telling me what bell it is, dude. Good.
Interesting.
Well, I don't know what number bell that is.
Did you see that knife-eared servant girl in the kitchen? The ginger.
You told me the
Keep
second
talking.
bell when I
I'm
come
starting
out.
to believe I was there.
I need to get one of those.
Don't we all?
Is it true what they say? You're the Inquisitor, are you not? We heard stories of your accomplishments.
I'd wager I have better tales than anything you've heard.
I told you.
Right.
Not everyone fights an archdemon and lives to tell. It's an inspiration.
If you'd like, Commander Cullen could give you all the details of that.
Really? But I...
You'd only be gone.
Philippe, The world is coming to an end. If we don't hear this story...
You're right. Thank...
Right. Okay, my approval went up, and I can say... Alright, video over. Thank you for joining me. We will finish the palace later.